Welcome back, everybody, to another gameplay here on Black Ops 3. That is right, I haven't really posted much multiplayer here on my channel, so I do apologize for that. That is about to change. I'm going to post it a lot. Anyway, I've been posting a lot of zombies, stuff like that, and just focusing on my Walking Dead series. But now that that is all over, my Walking Dead episode reviews and episode predictions, at least until February. Obviously, I still have one more episode review to do this Monday, obviously in 2 days after tomorrow's episode of The Walking Dead, which hopefully you guys will be tuning into. After that, I will have to wait until February to start my predictions and my reviews and stuff like that up again, but I was thinking about doing, miniature little discussion videos and stuff like that of what I think is going to happen, maybe some predictions, not really predictions, but discussions about maybe what happens in tomorrow's episode, stuff like that. Just make little videos from now up until February 14th, just kind of space them apart, if you will. So if you guys are interested in seeing that, definitely make sure you support the video. It would help out a lot. But anyway, welcome to Black Ops 3, guys. I told you guys today that I was going to do, or I told you yesterday, that I was going to do a normal gameplay commentary. Something that I really haven't done in a while. Now, I did it at the beginning of Black Ops 3 to give you guys my first impressions of the game. And the gameplay that I actually posted was on Nuketown, and as you guys can see, this gameplay here is also on Nuketown. But this gameplay is much, much different. It's much more competitive, and hopefully that will give it a little more enjoyment, guys, because we really worked hard, really hard to actually get this victory here. And you can see at the ending score of the game, I went 50 and 27 personally for kills, stuff like that. Came in first place with 7,000 score, so I was pretty proud about that. But what really stood out in this game, guys, is the ending score of this Hardpoint game. You will see at the end how close it was, and it couldn't have gotten any closer. You know what I'm saying? This whole game, it kept going back and forth between the two teams. And it just so happened that they actually got the last Hardpoint, and they held it down pretty much for the entire time, which that's what actually hurt us. You can see before the last Hardpoint that we were actually in the lead and about to win. But after they had that Hardpoint, well, they couldn't have been any closer to the victory. It's literally impossible. So anyway, hopefully you guys enjoy it. It's pretty crazy. I'll talk about it a little later here in the commentary. But anyway, yeah, I just wanted to talk about a few things here today to do with Black Ops 3, and that's not first impressions or anything like that. Really, I just wanted to talk about general gameplay and what I think are some things that needs to be fixed. Not too many things, in the game needs to be fixed. Honestly, it's a great game. I'm having a lot of fun with it. Again, if you guys want my first impressions, definitely go check it out. But a few things that I think personally need to be fixed here in Black Ops 3. For one is the theater mode. As you guys can see, this is actually off the theater mode right here. But the only thing I have with theater mode, well, there's two things actually. One is that when you choose the gameplay or whatever, when you go to select what gameplay you want it to, it doesn't show you what the ending game score was, and it doesn't show you how good you did in that game. You know what I'm saying? It just shows you how long the game was, what the game mode was, what the map is, and when you sort of played it. So it could have been like last Monday or something like that. That's what it shows you. But I play so many games within a day that it's kind of hard to go back and pick, which one is actually the right one, because you could play Hardpoint more than once on Nuketown. You know what I'm saying? It's totally possible. So I think that they need to put your kill-death ratio in there, along with the score of the game, whether or not you lost it, something like that. They actually did it back in Black Ops 1, actually, I believe. That's what they did back in Black Ops 1, guys. I believe they actually put it in Black Ops 2 as well. I'm not too positive on that fact, but I believe they did. Where they basically put the in-match score, whether or not you lost, and your kills and your deaths, and stuff like that. It gives it a little more, you have a little more to go on, rather, when you're selecting the gameplay from theater. Because I don't always like to record, I don't like to have my Elgato on 100% constantly, mostly because I'm always, rendering videos, stuff like that. Now, I would use the PS4 theater mode basically just by sharing the video and then, saving the video clip, but that only saves the last 15 minutes, and some things can happen, and sometimes it just doesn't work out too right. And that's why I like theater mode. That's why I'm not really depending on it, but, when I don't want to get on and get a gameplay early in the morning, I want to get this commentary knocked out, just like I did basically today, I feel like we need a little more to go on when selecting it. when selecting the gameplay from Theater, because I had to go all the way back to Monday. There was about 5 Nuketown Hardpoint games. I had to go through them all until I found this one, because I specifically remembered this one because the game was so close, very, very competitive, and this is the one that I wanted to upload. And yeah, I had to go through like 5 of them to finally find it, you know what I'm saying? So I think that they need to do something about that. That's just my personal opinion. Again, it's not a giant issue in the game. It's not game-breaking or anything like that. Still a very fun game, and this doesn't take away from it. One other thing is that it sort of glitches out, I've noticed, in Zombies. Maybe some multiplayer as well. I haven't really noticed anything there. But in Zombies, when you go back in Theater and you're hitting the mystery box, you can see like other guns from previous mystery box hits. It's really, really weird, and I think they have to address that and sort of look at that. It's not, again, game-breaking or anything like that, but when you're hitting the box in the Theater mode, you will see, like, when you're hitting the box, you get the Shiva, but you hit the box previously and got the Wunderwaffe or the ray gun or something like that, you will see the ray gun and the Wunderwaffe as well. Like, at the same time you see the Shiva, you know what I'm saying? You will see the guns be popping up even if the box is closed. You know, it's really glitchy. But again, not game-breaking. That's just 2 things right there with Theater mode that I think need to be fixed. Now, some things with multiplayer that I think need to be fixed. Again, Zombies, completely fine other than that Theater mode thing. That's just basically Theater mode, though. And Campaign, again, I don't really find any issues with Campaign or anything like that either. There is actually one glitch on the Giant that they need to fix, and that's basically like an anti-cheat glitch. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to cheat, because if I was, obviously, I would totally be down for that anti-cheat thing. But basically, when you pick up the Annihilator pistol on the Giant, it thinks you're trying to get 3 guns, and if you pull out that Annihilator pistol before you go down, you will respawn back up and basically lose all your points and lose all your weapons. You will go down to 0 points, and you have no weapons in your hand whatsoever, no matter what round you won. And that can really hurt you. Basically, it's an anti-cheat glitch that, or not really an anti-cheat glitch, but this specifically is a glitch. But the anti-cheat was basically developed by them because people constantly tried to back in Moon and stuff like that. They actually were able to get 3 weapons without getting Mule Kick. There was a glitch that you could do. And they basically developed this anti-cheat thing to prevent that from happening, you know what I mean? So if you did that glitch, all your points and all your weapons got taken away when you went down, and then when you got revived. Now, I'm not just saying when you respawn in the next round, I'm literally saying if you have a teammate that revives you, you'll have your weapons and you'll have your points, and then Samantha does like a diabolical laugh, and she takes literally everything. So it's pretty crazy, so they need to definitely fix that, that's one. But again, with multiplayer, Campaign, completely fine. Very, very fun. Zombies, very fine. Very, very fun. Multiplayer, there's one thing that I have a bone to pick with, guys. And that is the Orbital VSAT, or the Hater. You know what I'm saying? That's what that is. Yeah. So the Orbital VSAT, or the Hater in this game, obviously otherwise known as the Blackbird back in Black Ops 1. Guys, it's pretty bad, I have to say. You know, if you have a person on the other team running a rocket launcher, specifically the Black Cell. Now, the Black Cell rocket launcher, as you guys can see, I'm using in this game. I don't think I actually take down an enemy Hater or anything like that, but it's pretty broken. It has 4 rockets in it. Now, I'm not saying the rocket launcher is broken. I'm just saying it should be harder, or at least impossible, to shoot down an enemy Hater, just like the Orbital VSAT was. You can't shoot that down or anything like that. And this year, Vondahar was actually asked on Twitter if, you know, the Orbital VSAT in the Blackbird was coming back, and he said yes, that it was, but it's going to be possible to basically fight back against. It's going to be challenging, but possible to fight back against. Now, it takes 3 rockets to destroy the Hater, guys. I think, personally, that's a bit dumb, considering the Black Cell has 4 rockets in it. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta shoot, reload, shoot, and that's it. Hater down. Orbital VSAT down. It takes so much score to get one of them, and it can literally get shot down with 3 rockets. Now, if he was using, you know, the, I don't know what it's called, the MK something, the other rocket launcher in the game, you know, that has 2 rockets, so that's sort of understandable. Again, it still needs to be buffed somehow, the Orbital VSAT does. Maybe take it 4 rockets to take it down, or make it indestructible. You know, something of that sort, I think personally needs to be done with it. So hopefully something does get done with it, because it is pretty ridiculous that it gets shot down within 3 rockets. Yeah. That's one thing that I've noticed. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have the Black Cell. I've shot down plenty of haters. The calling card that I actually got that you guys could see on screen, probably somewhere. I'm not really sure if you guys would see it when I got killed or, I don't know, something like that. It's basically a purple owl with yellow eyes. Though that's the calling card that you get for destroying 5 enemy haters. And I did that all with the Black Cell. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty ridiculous. But anyway, other than that, there's not really anything else that I have a bone to pick with, you could say, in multiplayer or anything like that. I'm having a lot of fun doing it, guys. I personally, right here in this gameplay, I'm using the Vesper, as you guys can see with the red dot sight, or the reflex, whatever you guys want to call it. I'm using the Vesper right now in that gameplay. I personally already have the Vesper Gold as of right now, and I'm working on the last SMG to get gold, which is the Pharaoh, guys, which, as you guys know, is, I think, a 3-round or 4-round burst SMG, which is something we really haven't seen in Call of Duty before, but it's basically the MP7 but burst fire. That's what they're kind of, you know, remaking it as. That's what it's supposed to be. But anyway, the Pharaoh, I'm working on getting it gold. Currently, I believe I'm about 50 hit shots in, so I'm getting pretty close to the 100 headshot camo. You know, I'm about halfway, so hopefully I get that done pretty fast, and then I will have diamond SMGs after I do all the challenges and stuff like that. The Pharaoh is a very good gun to use. It melts people. It really does. It's absolutely insane. But getting headshots with it is nothing less than a bitch. You know what I'm saying? Getting headshots with the Pharaoh takes some serious skill, if you will. Anyway, moving on to the end of this gameplay here, as you guys can see, I'm not sure where it is in the gameplay footage right now because I'm not watching it as I'm doing the commentary, because I do apologize for that. The previous screen's all laggy and shit like that, so I do apologize for that. But as you guys can see, we were down by a lot there. Well, not too much, but they were 249 on the hard point, guys, and we had a lot to go. Luckily enough, they didn't get that last point from that last hard point in Blue House, and we moved on to Red Car, and we managed to hold it down. My grenade coming in clutch the last second before the guy got in there. And, yeah, I just got in there, pulled off pretty big clutch, and that's pretty much it. We ended the game 250 points us, 249 points them, and that is pretty much it for now. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Very, very competitive and fun game. Hopefully you guys enjoyed watching it. If you did, feel free to hit the video up with a like, share it with friends. Tell me in the comment section below what you guys want to see from me. Tune in tomorrow for Sunday Lazy Vlog, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye, guys.